Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo May 23, 2022. The moon spends the day in your communications sector, encouraging you to put your feelers out for new information. You're inclined to spread your energy around and get involved with odds and ends rather than focusing too much on any one thing. The potential pitfall today is overreaching. Also today, Mercury enters your privacy and soul sector, where this messenger planet will transit until May 27th. This sector of your chart rules natural endings and all that is hidden, undercover, and deep. Discussions and thoughts often revolve around the past during this cycle. Discretion may benefit you during this cycle. It's also a good time for tying up loose ends on a project or wrapping up a project. The moon enters curious Aquarius today, bringing traction to your mobile third house of communication, thought process, and immediate surroundings. However, it will simultaneously face off with lucky Jupiter in Pisces via your secretive 12th house of closure, hidden agendas, and all things behind the scenes. Despite whether you're single or already romantically attached, chances are you're making the conscious decision to keep things to yourself at this time. Although, when considering Mercury's shift into compassionate Pisces, there are plenty of opportunities to speak from the heart. Sounds cheesy, but in the worst-case scenario, you can always write your sweetheart a nice letter. Where could your mind wander? For the last few weeks, your mind has been heavily fixated on your networking, work friends, and even professional aspirations. But Mercury leaves these curiosities as it leaves Aquarius and enters the mystical Pisces today. Now in Pisces, your mind begins to explore new concepts. Your subconsciousness could become more hopeful throughout this transit. It can also be prone to distraction. Mercury in Pisces can be easily lost in daydreams and what-ifs, so try to stay on top of what needs to be done at work. The moon's departure from your income sector yesterday has left you with more than just a sharp nose for money and a lucrative sense of direction. As well as picking up on signs of movement on the income front, the moon was able to connect with planets on the income and career fronts just as they are moving onto a more level footing. Your advice is in great demand. Because of your high energy levels, you are happy to comply, but take care not to give too much of yourself. You might suffer a burnout and lose interest in others. It's fine to ask others to return the favor. Ultimately, relationships work best when give and take are done in equal measure. It might seem to you that trouble is flaring up between you and a coworker, boss, or friend. Don't get yourself tied in a knot over it. If you settle down and really listen to what's going on, you'll see it's all easy to fix. As soon as you arrive on the scene, you find that rivals seem to fade from view. Maintaining a natural approach helps you get the attention from any potential admirers. Make the most of your desirability and appeal, but be sure you don't overdo the swagger. Any exaggerated conduct can quickly become a turn-off. Slowly growing accustomed to new health practices can be a pleasant and enlightening experience. Looking to see the truth about what you eat is a way to introduce change into your diet without shocking your system on any level. Organic foods are grown according to specific regulations. There are even different interpretations of what is truly organic. Finding out for yourself where your food comes from is a great way to develop a healthy awareness of your environment. Be sure you don't duck out right before things are coming to a close. The energy from this day encourages you to see things through until the end. While this is something many ones struggle with, it's an important thing to develop and do. Besides, it can be richly satisfying to see the work you first initiate come to fruition, and to receive the credit that you are due for it. Even if things feel boring now, stick with it. In a case of perfect timing, the Sun is spending his first and Mercury, the planet of communication, his last full day in your communication sector aligned. With the Sun in direct motion but Mercury about to retrograde back out, this is a chance to look to the future while also having a chance to give the past and unsaid words a voice. Meanwhile, while your birthday month ended over a month ago and Venus and Jupiter are opening major new doors, in the last weekend of a nearly 2-year Mars cycle, there is a need to make time to recharge your batteries. Venus moves into her final week in Aries today, giving you another 7 days with the planet of love giving you her full attention. Over a month after your birthday month ended, you are still getting a sense of what you want from love and your relationships over the coming year, while Venus is already using the laws of attraction to help turn desires into reality. Our eyes in the sky. The Pisces moon links up with wild card Uranus this morning, which can start the day with a jolt of energy. Your emotions might not be the most predictable right now, so take some time to do a grounding meditation or stretch before you continue with the day. Luckily, the energy here doesn't meet with much conflict, so any surprises that land in your lap are likely to be good ones. Unfortunately, we begin to see some cosmic conflict as the morning continues to unfold. Aspects could make us feel as though our emotions are being repressed, and staying on top of your typical routine could prove to be difficult. If you're having difficulty with time management, remember to be gentle and patient with both yourself and others. You might also find that people are more standoffish now, but it's important that you not take this personally. It likely has nothing to do with you. Watch out for emotional spending right now as well, and don't blow your budget if you find yourself perusing your favorite retail websites. Luckily, the energy is much more easygoing as evening rolls in. You have an opportunity to relax and release any stress or tension that occurred during the day. In the morning, the Pisces moon sextiles Jupiter in Pisces, an influence of harmony and good cheer. Our chief need is to experience comfort and to comfort others, making this an ideal time to gather with friends. We can additionally smooth over conflicts with coworkers and bosses, as long as we are not on deadlines that require us to move very fast. In money or relationships, we may be on the receiving end of a lucky break. This inspires us to give back, offering others a helping hand or lending support to a charitable project. Creative and spiritual activities, as well as getting out into nature, are also encouraged now. Later in the morning, the moon sextiles the Pisces sun, continuing the day's good vibes. All seems right with the world. The stars are aligned. Everything is working in our favor. Matters fall into place with less resistance. In fact, this is the message of this transit. We achieve more when we get out of our own way and let the universe do its thing. Friendships act as confidence boosters, facilitating this low-pressure energy. Loved ones support us for showing up and striving to be our most open-hearted, compassionate, and creative selves. This influence engenders intimacy, helping us to feel safe expressing our unorthodox opinions, unpopular beliefs, or rebellious inclinations with those who stimulate us intellectually and romantically. Venus in Gemini enjoys variety and diversity, and the people we connect with now won't be scared away by our weirdness, those qualities we tend to hold back or hide from public view due to our fear of censure. Subsequently, we feel gratified that we can be our truest selves. This is an ideal transit for parties or social gatherings, meetings of the mind that result in meetings of the heart.